Okay, we're going to be talking about malls. Why are they closing um, across America? And this has been going on for quite some time. Um, some of these towns they still have malls, but they're struggling. And I'll give you an example. They have a mall down in Maryville, Tennessee, and I believe it is a struggling mall. They still have some businesses. The best way to keep these malls open, the first thing they have to do is they have to do a lot of advertising. They stopped advertising on television and they need to advertise on the internet. So they need to get more advertising on television. Number one. Number two, they need more attractions. They need to put amusement rides into the mall, like go karts or roller coasters or whatever. You need to entice kids. You need to entice families. You need to have something that's fun for the entire family. That's the way it was in the old days at these malls. Also, the distance to go from one store to the next. These stores are huge. These malls are massive, and it's hard to walk. It's hard to navigate and know where all the stores are at. And a lot of times you don't know how many stores they have, and they don't have a complete list. They need to put out a guide what stores there is. I've not seen any guides to these malls at all. I don't even know if they even exist. So they need to put out guides, pamphlets, and each business that's located in the mall, they need to say what services they offer, products they sell. Uh, this is something they don't do. They just basically open it up and let the customers find them. They do a lousy job of advertising, and they don't have an entrance and exit separate than going into the mall itself. Like you'll go in one part of the mall and you'll go in another part of the mall, and a lot of these stores don't have an entrance or exit from the outside. And there is some stores that have that option, and some of them don't. And some of them are just small little stores, and you go inside, and they don't have no entrance or exit. So every business that's inside these malls need to have an entrance and an exit from the outside, not just the inside, but the outside as well. And that's what's killing these businesses, and that's why people are stopped going to these malls. That's one of the reasons I've stopped going to malls, and and it's hard to walk all that distance. No guides, there's no advertisement to say, hey, this is what's going on. They don't have a monthly or or weekly or monthly guide to say, okay, this is what we have in this business, and this is what they offer at this business. They don't do any of that at all. And if they started doing that, which I don't know if they did it in the past or not, but they need to start doing that. If I ran a mall, I would put out a publication, and you could charge money for it. You can make a nominal fee for it, and if you have to, or you can make a bunch of copies of it, and you can hand it out to the public, and you can say, okay, we got a mall here. We have revamped everything. We've updated everything, and we got all these stores, and and you talk to each one of the store owners, the business owners, and you talk to them, and they put little articles in this little thing, and you could put it out in the newspaper. You could advertise it on YouTube, You can put stuff on Facebook. You can advertise it on television, and you have to advertise, 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 and it has to be convenient. It can't be something that you have to walk all the way through the mall. You know, it's bad enough people going to Walmart, and inside Walmart, Walmart's huge, and one of the reasons I go to Dollar General and Aldi's and other grocery stores is I can go in and out, and and it won't take me a long time to go in there and get what I have to get, especially if I'm getting groceries. Inside Walmart, it's an ordeal. That's the only way to describe it. It's a major ordeal. You have to walk quite a distance to get to the grocery section, and you got to walk over there. It's like walking inside of a factory, and to get what you have to get, or a warehouse. And who wants to walk in a warehouse to get groceries or whatever? And that's what happens when you go inside of a Walmart. I don't want to walk inside of a warehouse, a big, huge warehouse. I just want to walk in a small grocery store and get what I have to get. You know, same way with department stores. Make it simple. And you know, like I said, the biggest thing about these malls that kills it is the convenience and the exits and entrances to the mall. More options, more attractions, you name it. You know, and they might be successful at first, and then it goes out of business. A lot of these businesses, they don't stay around very long. And like I said, and you know, the roofs always leaks in these malls. They always have leaking issues, and they haven't solved that problem yet. And like I said, if they offered more stuff inside the malls, I mean, hell, put doctors' offices inside the malls. I mean, where people have to go if they want to go to the doctor's office. They can go inside the doctor's office inside the mall, and it would force people into going there. You have to set it up to where it forces people into going there. Put a driver's license branch inside the mall, and people will. You know, you have to have a convenient place, and if you want to, you know, you have to have about every kind of business in there. I mean, hell, put an auto repair store in there. You know, put a lumber business in there. Put Lowe's, put Kroger's in there. I mean, you know, you got to put things in there. And I've not seen that many grocery stores. I did see they tried to put a Publix in this one mall down here, and they're starting to use their brains because they realize if you put a grocery store in a mall, that might attract more people. So you have to have something that's more useful that forces people into going to these stores. Personally, if you want my personal opinion, I think that they need to build a massive mall with every kind of business you can think of. You know, auto repair business, computer repair business, anything to do with repairs of any electronics. Put an insurance business in there. Put government offices in there. Put the license branch in there. Put the police department in there. I mean, you have to, offer more services, more goods and services, and force people into going in a central location. It has to be centrally located. It has to be convenient, And if you started doing that, then you're going to start seeing more people go to the mall, and it'll be the main place for people to hang out. Put a putt-putt golf course inside the mall, in the center part of the mall. Put roller coasters, Hell, you can put Ferris wheels in there if you have to. Make a huge mall, and offer more stuff. Put in there a place that sells costumes, Halloween costumes, and different things. Put a bar in there. I mean, I could give a whole list of things that you could put inside the mall that would attract more people, make it convenient where you don't have to walk all over the place, and an entrance, multiple entrances and exits, and every business has an entrance and exits where they don't have to walk all the way through the mall. So that's what you have to do to make these malls stay in business, but they're not going to do that, and like I said, the people that's been involved in the mall industry, they're going to have to start growing a brain in order to stay in business.